Welcome back, everybody, to Twilight Syndrome Saikai. In this episode, I want to do the kind of special bonus story here, which was really well done and is kind of, something to complete the circle of the story. So this is kind of the bonus ghost story, and it has to do with, of course, Yuri and Masa, the main characters of this game. So it's kind of interesting here in the beginning. Yuri notices that her earring is missing. She misplaced it or dropped it, or it came out or something, and now it's lost. And if you notice from this whole series, including the introduction, she's always had the kind of pearl-shaped earring in her ear, which is kind of strange because usually in Japan, earrings are not allowed. I'll tell you that right away. And all the high schools I've worked at, jewelry is definitely not allowed. So it's pretty weird that she has this earring at school, but whatever. It's part of the story. So we had a long conversation there about the earring. And what's interesting about this final bonus short story is that you can do it from Yuri's point of view. Whoa. Yuri. Which is what I'm doing. I'm doing it from Yuri's point of view. And we're also going to do it from Masa's point of view. But it's the same story. But it's kind of neat that the final sort of bonus story in here is about Yuri herself. Since she's sort of the main character, doing her ghost hunting. But yeah, there's some ghost that's after her, apparently. I think this is the first time I've seen Yuri's and Masa's parents, too. So they're kind of talking there in the living room. And they're wondering how long they should hide the truth from, I'm guessing, Yuri. It's like we shouldn't, mention anything yet because, she still doesn't know. So there was a long conversation there, and the parents put like a book or something, maybe a photo album here. So I'm going to look and see what they were talking about. So yeah, they were talking about this photo album, which, yeah, if they're trying to keep it secret, why is it like here on the shelf? Okay, that's a creepy picture. The traditional Japanese, let's show a creepy photo with something ghost-like in it. So it looks like that's Yuri. Kono pretty baby wa watashi? I'm this pretty baby. And she's pretty impressed by herself. But yeah, apparently it's a picture of her parents, and that's baby Yuri there in the photo. And the next page, there's another bigger picture. And Yuri thinks that she's definitely cute. But she's wondering where Masa is. And then the name is Harumi. And she's saying, that's not my mother. And Hideki is the man there, but she's like, who's that?
Yuri!
And her father walked in and wondered what she's looking at. Caught in the act. So in the picture, the two people, the names are completely unknown to her. So she's asking, who is Harumi and who is Hideki? And Yasuko, the mother here, is saying that it's better if you don't know those kind of things, or you would be better off if you just didn't know. You know, you'd be happier. And she says, I'm the one that decides, you know, my own happiness. So, you know, what in the world is going on? And Mikio, which is this father figure, says, well, she's seen it. We better tell her. So, Yuri, have a seat. Oh, great. Here comes the deep, heavy conversation. It's like, where should I begin? So I get to choose who's Harumi, who is Hideki. What is this picture all about? What is this sashin all about? I'm mixing Japanese and English. Okay, it was a long dialogue there, but apparently those are Yuri's real parents. And the father died, and and the mother in a traffic accident or something like that. And so the Yuri's real mother, this is her sister. So, you know, they sort of took Yuri in because she is a family. But that's why Yuri and Masa look so different. If you remember in the very first episode, when I started this series, I always thought it was strange that Yuri and Masa look so different, yet they're supposed to be sisters. And yeah, that's the reason, is Yuri's parents were killed in a car accident, you know, when she was really young. And so the sister of Yuri's real mother took her in, and she sort of became Masa's sister. So Masa is their true daughter, and Yuri is sort of the adopted daughter. So it explains quite a bit about the difference in their look. But yeah, Yuri's pretty upset about this, and you know, kind of her thoughts are wandering about what she should do. But yeah, she's having trouble breathing now. What the? So she feels heavy, and there's somebody there. And Yuri's having trouble, talking and breathing. Like she's being suffocated. Help me, she says. Somebody, please. Masa's come in and says, Yuri, what's wrong? Who are you? So Masa can obviously see this person.
Yuri! Hang
in there, Yuri. This isn't like you. Masa's saying it's definitely not like me. Yes, it's me, Yuri. It's always good to have a sister. Who was that just now?
Yuri,
It's like, let's talk about all this tomorrow. I'm here, and I'm here for you. And you're not the kind of person to give in to this kind of thing. It's like, of course. Who do you think I am? Remember, Yuri's always talking the brave. It's like, don't underestimate me. Remember, Yuri's the tomboy, brave, never give up character. What's this strange song? She said she's heard it before. So yeah, once again, this episode's really interesting because it's about Yuri and Masa, the main characters, are the focal point. So she's still having trouble breathing, calling out for Masa again.
Yuri, どうしたの? Yuri!
So it's suffocating, it's heavy on her. She can't move and she's having trouble breathing.
Yuri! Yuri! 返事して! お母さん! Yuri が!
So Masa yelled out, Yuri, hang in there. Mom, there's something wrong with Yuri. And now we're kind of in a dream sequence here.
見て見て! Yuri が笑ってる!
Hey, look, darling, Yuri laughed.
ほんとよく笑う子だな。何が面白いんだろう。
I wonder what she thinks is so interesting. She's a girl that likes to smile a lot, doesn't she?
ユーリが生まれてから家の中が明るくなったわよね。
Ever since Yuri's been born, the house has been bright and cheerful.
そうだな。これからもずーっと一緒だよ。
And for now and forever, we'll always be together. Right, Yuri? So this is Yuri's childhood memory of her real parents. But she can't remember her mother's face or her father's face. That's why they're kind of veiled there. But if you remember, like, 3 episodes or so back, there was that creepy ghost at the window calling for Yuri. That's the ghost of her father, her real father. You know, they didn't know who the ghost was at the window at the time. It was just some random person, but apparently that was the ghost of Yuri's father. So now you can see the father's face. Oh, remembering the music box from the music box episode.
この曲どっかで聞いたことあるなと思ってさ。
Yuri says that she remembers this tune from somewhere. If you remember that episode when she was talking with Aya. And apparently childhood things, you know, can stick in the head.
そういう聞いたことあるけど、いつか覚えてないのってさ。
It's like even if you don't remember it, you know, if it was something at your childhood, it's something that can, you know, possibly stick with you in your memories. So I have a choice here that, you know, I'm alive or I'm dead. So I'm gonna fight, I guess, for survival here. Yuri's like, there's no way I'm gonna die here. I'm not dead, you know, there's things that I need to do. Gotta do some stuff with Aya, Atsushi, Naoko, Mom and Dad, and Masa. My true family.
ユーリ、起きなよ。
So I chose not to give up here.
まだ寝てんだよ。いい加減。覚ませよ。
Yuri, get up! How long are you gonna be sleeping? Open your eyes, please! I knew it. I'm alive. Masa is calling for me. I need to get up. Something cold. Why are you crying, Masa? That's so unlike you. So her body is feeling better and she can breathe normally. Hora, genki genki. I'm okay. Sasuga Yuri-sama, the great me. Baka. So some things were going on apparently while we were out of it in that sort of memory of her parents. So we seem to be okay and we're leaving the hospital. Hey, Masa.
ありがとう
What is it?
お姉ちゃんユリ
Thanks, sis. Okay, so that was kind of a short, brief, kind of bonus ghost story. Yuri was being strangled to death there. Her ghostly father wants her to join him in death so that they can be together, basically. But Yuri chose life. And so to complete the story, we're going to look at the second half here, real quick, which is from Masa's point of view. And this was I thought this was a cool way to do a story, especially of the main characters in this game. Kind of having it about them, and then you get to see it from each of their sides. And, having both sides of the story completes it into one. So here we have Masa heading home. She seems to be very tired. Wondering why a manager of the club has to be this busy. And let's go home. And of course, on our way home, somebody is waiting for us here. It's Misaki from the Occult Club. Another strange thing, since I don't think occult clubs are allowed in Japan, but that would be a pretty creepy club anyway. It's like, hey, you're Yuri's friend, aren't you? What are you standing here, waiting for me? So she has some important things to say. She's like, is Yuri still alive? Well, that's ominous. It's like, what? Why are you saying such ominous things? You kill Yuri or something? As if Misaki killed Yuri. But yeah, there was some things she said, you need to keep an eye on Yuri. Something bad is about to happen. So here we go from Masa's perspective. And here's the scene where Yuri is arguing with the parents because she just learned about her real parents. And if you remember, Masa walked in a little bit later. So this is the part where Masa walks in on their argument, where Yuri has found the truth about her real parents. And this conversation's kind of the same as it was before, just a slightly different angle. Okay, so after the same conversation, we heard a scream from Yuri. As you know, she's being kind of strangled in her room.
Yuri?
Who are you? So this is the part where, from Masa's point of view instead of Yuri's, it's like, you're Hideki, aren't you? What do you plan to do with Yuri?
ユリは私の娘。
Yuri's my
連れて行
daughter.
く。
I'm taking her. You're dead, or you can't take Yuri. You're dead, dude. That was the choice I made. And Masa's not being afraid here, saying she's gonna defend Yuri. So you're just Yuri's dead father. There's nothing you can do. And she's not gonna forgive
お前に
him.
は関係ない。ユリは私の娘。
It's like, what do you mean I have nothing to do with this? Yuri is my daughter. Yuri is my sister. So this is the scene where Masa was calling out to Yuri, telling her to hang in there, and saying, it's not like you, get up. It's me, Yuri.
今の
Who was that just now?
ユーリ、何も考えないで。
Don't worry about it, Yuri.
明日話そう。
Tomorrow let's talk about everything.
私がそばにいるから。
I'm here beside
こん
you.
なことに負けるあんたじゃないよね。
This isn't like you to just give up on this. Or quit. Or be defeated.
前じゃん。
Of course not.
私を誰だと思ってる。
Who do you think I am?
私をなめんなよ。
Don't underestimate me.
ユーリ。
あともう少しで。
The ominous voice said,
しよ
soon.
まさ
Just a little more.
ユーリ、どうしたの？ユーリ。
So it's almost like she's slowly dying. So Yuri, answer me. Mom, Yuri is sick. She's got a really high fever. She can't breathe. Can't move her body very well. It's kind of like she's being strangled by the ghost. So Masa's gonna go to the hospital. Here in a moment to check on Yuri. But Maru notices something in her room. She's getting ready here. A picture of their family. Well, let's take a look. Oh, Yuri is disappearing from the image, becoming headless. So she realized that Yuri's probably in danger. So she's gonna go to the hospital and check on her. So I picked a, kind of a bad scene to cut out there, but Masa's at the hospital and she just sort of fell asleep beside Yuri's bed at the hospital. Now she's having these memories, all of her memories of, Yuri as being annoying, but she was always such a kind-hearted girl. And if you remember, these are all backflashes from the other ghost stories where she helped the little girl with the music box, and she was actually trying to help people when they were ghosts, helping them to pass on and stuff. And She said that's the first time I've seen her face like that when she, learned about her real parents. So, yeah, she was just sort of reminiscing there, having a daydream. So, Yuri, please say something. Masa-chan? You must be Harumi. So, yeah, there was something interesting if you wondered why the father was the only one coming for Yuri, because he wanted to be with her, and so he was going to, quote-unquote, kill Yuri so that she could be with him, but the wife wasn't showing up, and it's because she was actually still alive. But that fact was kept secret. Yuri's real mother wanted her to have a normal family, and so when she was a baby, passed her on to her sister so that she could be with Masa and that family instead. So Yuri's real mother is here, and she brought the other one of the ring, or not ring, but sorry, the pierce or earring. That this was actually what was protecting Yuri from the father wanting to take her away and be with him in the afterlife, because the mother's alive but the father was not. So they put the earring on her to kind of keep her safe. So that's why suddenly she's being attacked by the father or spirited away, which, I don't know, kind of think is rude of the father, but hey. He just wants Yuri to be with him. And Masa just is wanting Yuri to wake up. Oh, it's evening. Mom should be here by now. I wonder if she's at the house. That one was close, wasn't it? Think I'll call home. So she's gonna call the house. And here he comes. I've come for Hideki.
Yuriを連れて
I've come to take Yuri.
Yuri, 一緒に行こう
Yuri, let's go together. Wait just a minute. Alright, Masa's gonna fight for Yuri here. Like, she didn't ask you to come. And even if you're the real father, she's happy with us. She doesn't want to die. It's like, why are you trying to kill her and take her with you? It's like you're planning on killing her.
何と言われようとユーリは私の娘
What should I say? Yuri is my
私
daughter.
のことを覚えていない
Yuri does not remember me.
私とユーリの思い出は何もなくなってしまった
There's nothing, there's no memories of us. So this is the only way he can sort of recreate that family that he wanted.
ユーリがなくしたはずの
But he notices the earring. He's like, Yuri should have lost the earring. It's kind of the thing that would tie her to this world. So after a long conversation there, the dead father gave up. And since Yuri's protected by the earring, so this is the scene where Yuri woke up and Masa was crying over her. Thank goodness you opened your eyes. It's like, why are you crying? That's totally not like you, Masa. It's that my body, it's not hot. I can breathe. not suffocating anymore. And she's Genki. So that's kind of it, everybody. The final sort of bonus story in this Ghost Story series. I thought it was really cool, how it was sort of linked to all the other ghost stories as well. And then you kind of have a unique story here with the main characters, between Masa and Yuri. And now we know why Yuri looks so different than Masa. As I said in the beginning, it didn't quite look like they were sisters, but now we know why. And it was pretty cool how Masa, stood up for her and, stood by her side to defend her and protect her through all this. Even though Yuri annoys her.
ありがとう、お姉ちゃん。ユリ。
Thanks, sis. So yeah, very cool. I mean, this game is not for everybody, but I think it's really unique, and it's really kind of cool the way they ended the story and how all the ghost stories were actually kind of tied together in a way. And at the end, it was all wrapped up in this special extra episode with the sisters, Yuri and Masa. So I want to thank everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed this series. I mean, yeah, it's, very untypical of a, Japanese horror, but, I wanted to share some Japanese culture, and, this sort of game is actually a big deal. There's lots of games that are very similar to this and like it. So if you enjoyed this series, there are 2 other games in the series that you might like to check out. I probably won't be doing them on the channel, but I don't know, if there's a lot of interest, I may in the future, who knows. But that was every ghost story from Twilight Syndrome, Saikai. I really liked that some of them were actually kind of heartwarming stories too. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you in the next Japan gameplay videos.